Uh, so we're doing dataset research today. Maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Dataset. Doing some early research into dataset building. Oh yeah, okay. So what's going on? What we're doing is these, right? So remember, what we want to do is we want to build the sort of the biggest think aloud data set, right? And actually, pretty much like this guy. So these guys are building or built the biggest data set of manual labor in history. This is called egocentric, and you can basically look at it here. So it's in Hugging Face, and what I want to do is I want to take a look at it. I want to take a look at how they structured it, and then sort of get inspired by these. So they have like a few data sets, right? They have egocentric 100K, egocentric 10K for these. So I want to take a look at these data sets, and then that evaluation. I want to see exactly how they build these, because I think that it's pretty much a good solid structure. If there's people that do these already, kind of follow some of these. But I'm also gonna ask Rock, right? And what we'll do first, let me go to my YouTube studio. I'm gonna download the video. I'm gonna download one of the videos from the HLA dataset, because we might use that as an example. Humanities last exam. So I'm gonna search for humanities last exam. East humanities last exam, and I want to take the first video of that place. If I can find it. Sorry guys, not inspiration videos. Humanities last exam. I want to get the oldest date, August 6th, I think, because this was exactly when we did the Carpathian. Let me just copy this URL here so we can look at it, and then I'm actually gonna download it. Download. This is this video here. Right? Okay. This question is this one. So I'm gonna try to copy, because that's the latex. Attachment is used to be garbled corrupted. Set or group as with an equation. The notation that correspond to standard group definition, but we can hypothesize based on the problem. Aura or a when someone just put this is one of these. So let me just ask again. In expert mode, I think it was Okay, so we wanna basically, we have this kind of, but I think what we're interested in though, so it's both video, audio, and text, and the transcript of it, right? So what I'm gonna ask Grok is, hey, look at a video like this one. We have tons of these, and we want to use them to build a public data set of think aloud data. Think aloud data. So we are gonna have video, but in the future we might also only have some data as audio or text transcripts. let's focus on the video data set first. How would you structure the data set in terms of enriching it with metadata and also to make it easy to consume across all dimensions, right? Video, audio, text, because essentially, you know, I guess that's kind of what these people are doing here, which is basically they've got data and then they kind of have a bunch of data sets that they split things into, right? So there's obviously there's some stuff that is only kitchen. There is then basically something with 4D, which I guess it includes some other data. And you know, hey, we might actually have also, so we will also have another, we will also have data with EEG and what's called the other one, or whatever, with brain activity mapped to it from a Muse device. So yeah, let's see what Grok says, right? How would we structure this? Because I think we can basically so we can build this data set. You know, what do they do here? So they have the egocentric stuff, and they say essentially the dataset statistics is okay. So this is the hours, frames, video clips, blah 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 blah. Camera intrinsics. Each worker folder contains an intrinsics JSON file with calibrated camera parameters for the worker's device. We won't need something like that, I guess. You know, the idea is the intrinsics use the OpenCV fisheye model because the idea is that like they have the camera. They have these kind of cameras, right? That they're recording them doing stuff. And so dataset structure. So it's in web dataset for, okay, so there's actual formats. There's a web dataset format. And it's basically you have the factory, then the worker, and then you have the camera intrinsics of the worker. And you have part 0, part 1, so that's shard 0, shard 1 if needed, worker 2, etc., factory 2. So there's 85 factories and 14,000 workers. And each tar file, okay, so the tar files contain video 1 and metadata for video 1, video 2, metadata for video 2, additional video metadata pairs. And the metadata is structured like that. Factory, worker, video index, duration, width, height, FPS, size bytes, and codec. Isn't that a little useless? Okay. Loading the data set. So you basically can load the data set like that, define features, load entire data set, load data set. You're using, what is this, like the tagging face library or something? Load a specific worker, okay. Loading intrinsics, fine. Under Apache 2.0 license, citation, okay. It seems very simple, to be honest. I mean, what can we do, right? So we have these data. I mean, we have these data. We have in the video, we have the video, so we can see the person's face in my case, right? So there's stuff you can do with the face. Like when it's video, I guess there's some analysis that you can put on the face in terms of attention and, you know, facial expressions and stuff like these, right? So there's the face of the person. And then there's also the screen with the tools they're using to think, right? Because when you think out loud, you can think out loud on your own, or you can think out loud with tools, right? So data set structure. I mean, okay, to build a public data set for think aloud data, from videos like the example of a realized problem solving session and a math puzzle using AI assistance. The keys to design a modular, synchronized, and extensible structure. This allows easy consumption across modalities, video, audio, text, while incorporating brain activity data from this device, which captures EEG signals like alpha, beta, exactly. The structure should prioritize synchronization, metadata enrichment, extensibility, accessibility, privacy, and ethics. Like faces, voices if needed. True, yeah, but I don't really care about my face, guys. I'll outline the structure in 3 parts: file directory organization, metadata schema, and consumption guidelines. This draws from standards like BIDS, brain imaging data structure for EEG integration, common voice for speech data, and general multimodal data sets. File directory organization, organize the data set as a hierarchical directory. Yeah, all the Hugging Face data sets. So think aloud data set. Think aloud and data set. README data set overview, usage examples, citation info, manifest, index of all sessions, session IDs with summaries, sessions, subdirectory with each session, or metadata file, video. So metadata file with details. Okay, there's video, audio, transcript, timed. But I can generate all of these from the video, right? Brain EEG, TSV, tab separate EEG from Muse. Annotations, optional subdirectory for enrichments, annotations, events. Confusion, verbalize, confidence. Okay, yeah, that's interesting actually. This is definitely a nice thing to do. And features, audio, pitch, volume, brain alpha. Sentiment scores via NLP tools like Vader. This structure keeps files lightweight and modular. Users can download only needed modalities for large-scale compressed videos via WebM or host on cloud storage with links in. To handle scale, batch sessions into releases. One with 100 sessions. Use database backend, querying, metadata schema. Or identifications, participant info, hashed ID, okay. Age group, demographics, immediate math, expertise level. No, we don't really need that, I think. Task description. Task category. Course protocol. Yeah. Modality specific details. Video. Yes, video, audio, text, brain. Enrichment analytics. Quality flags, cross-modal seeing. This schema allows enrichment via post-processing, consumption guidelines. Use cases by dimension, video focus, audio focus, extensions for future data. Falls, okay. Brain data grows. Psychographic channel info. Iterate based on if, yeah, sure. What about adding phase analysis as metadata as well? In case phase is visible. So ideally, what I would do is basically build a set of scripts that lets me just take a video and then basically do all that, right? So time facial annotations. Deep face, processing pipeline, track frames, API OpenCV. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. It's really cool actually. But I think we can definitely do something with these videos. So what I'd like to do, and I think that's fine. I mean, I think that's kind of It's up to us. Web Dataset is a library for writing I/O pipelines for large datasets. Its sequential I/O and sharding features make it streaming large-scale datasets to a data loader. So we probably want to do that as well. A web dataset file is a tar archive containing a series of data files. All successive data files with the same prefix are considered to be part of the same example. Yeah, we'll probably follow the same standard. I think that makes sense. If these guys are doing it, probably, it's probably for a reason. It's probably for a reason. 2 hands, 1 hand, 1 plus hand, active manipulation. Yeah, so I think we can definitely do this. So basically for us, as I mentioned, it's going to be face visible, computer visible, right? Is the person using a computer or not? Is the computer visible? Like people use a computer to think out loud, right? Is the computer visible? Yes, no. So I think we definitely want to define these, and do the face analysis as well. I think so. Help me design a local set of scripts or pipeline where I can input a video and get all I need for the data set for that video in terms of structure, data, etc. And I think I'm gonna be doing these for one video first, and then I'll just basically publish that and see what people think about it. And then we'll do one for like an HLE problem. So we'll do one for one HLE problem, which is 30 videos. And then we will, like, once this works, then we will do one for the entire quantum computing stuff that I did since 2019. So there's going to be 300 plus hours. And it's half of the biggest size that's currently available in the world of Think Aloud data. Although maybe not. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, exactly. I'll double check. But essentially, yes. So you have, okay, so we have here some scripts. Okay, cool. So help will generate unique session ID if not provided. Assuming Whisper package, OpenAI Whisper, setup directory, create session. Okay, so that creates a session. Then there's a process video, extract audio, transcribed audio, process brain data if provided. Phase analysis, analyze phase, use deep phase on video frame. And what is that going to tell me? Phase visible, phase detection rate, analysis model deep phase, attributes analysis emotion, generate metadata, and then idea and demographics, and then main, and that just does the whole thing. Okay, process T. Can you estimate how much would this processing cost for a 1 hour video? Like free tools like Whisper? Wait. Whisper is not free, guys. That is basically just so I have a notion of how much I'm building a big workstation, so I'm gonna be able to do these faster then, because I think doing 300 of these is gonna be a fun thing otherwise. So local processing, as in the script, key factors. It says here Whisper base model is 5-15 minutes on GPU, real time or faster, slower on CPU. Estimated cost cloud-based equivalent. So yeah, because that could be an interesting, right? To just 100 videos, 2 €6. Okay, really. You know, this, like if I do this locally, but it just might take a long time, right? If I so how long will the processing per 1 hour video last in each variant, local versus remote? Because remote is also not too expensive. It's like €6 per video, right? Mostly from the face analysis, and it's just probably faster. OpenAI Whisper 0.006 per minute. So a cloud GPU that is rented is going to be 3 15 minutes. Remote cloud processing, local processing. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I do have a GPU here that I bought and I need to assemble, right? The mid-range laptop, no. So yeah, okay. So if it's basically no, it's crazy. It can take up to like 120 minutes, like 2 hours for a 1 hour video, right? But if I use a GPU, like I have a 50, I think I bought a 50, no, 5070. So this might be okay. That definitely is like a big speed up, right? And then I might be able to actually, if I can run everything on the workstation. I mean, for now, for testing, I will just probably do everything locally, just to, to get the gist of the first thing. And yeah, that's probably what I'm. All right, I think we just have to try. I think we have to see what happens. I think I just have to get these up and running. I have to get this Python script, and basically run it with the video that I have. I might have to install a few things, but yeah, I'll probably in the next session. I mean, I'm thinking what's the best way to approach this. Maybe I might actually use OpenCode. OpenCode. I don't want to have. I could do everything in the terminal. Free models include all these, and that just might be for these type of things. If I'm not building like a web interface or something, that might actually do it. So what if I, because this might actually run better than Cursor, especially when I'm streaming. Free models to start. CD yeah, we can use the free models to start with. CD project, open director rank man. Can I just open code? It's added it to the path. Do I have to open a new tab? Yeah. Permission denied. Do I need to install it as sudo or something, or what's wrong? So I'm getting these. So let's start to grow. Just installed OpenCode using curl, and now I'm getting all their permission issues. Ownership permissions, exactly. But I'm unseized. Like why I don't have I'm like this user. The user owns config and everything. Unseized. Why don't I mean it's my user. How can I not own these? Okay, so my user unseized. How come I don't own that folder? It's a classic macOS security feature kicking in. Go to system settings, full disk access. Okay. Do I need to go to full disk access? Privacy and security. Scroll down the left sidebar and click full disk access. Where is full disk access? There's lockdown mode and no desktop, no camera automation ability. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, full disk access. Ah, yes, okay. Terminal, I guess. Yeah, I think I'll do. Shit. Okay. Open code. What? I'm gonna quit the terminal. Open it again. And yeah, I'll just once I install these, then I will just it's still okay, I'll figure it out, guys, and then we'll do these. But yes, that is basically I need to figure out how to open OpenCode, and they'll just how to set up this is like all these guys. Or do I need to actually reboot the computer? Oh wait. Click the plus button. Oh, I actually. Terminal app was there. Where are you? Settings. Max. Guys, where's these? What are the settings? Where are the settings? Wait. There you go. Software update, whatever. Oh man. Privacy and security. Full disk access. Full disk class. I need to add open. Utilities. And then I have to find a term. Will not have until it. Wait, you can choose the terminal now or do it later. Wait now. Okay. And now it should actually have access to, right? So if it still says that. Anyway, I'll figure it out, guys. I'll figure it out how to run OpenCode, and maybe I just have to install it differently. Yeah, I did full disk access. I did that. Permission denied. What the fuck? Maybe it's just the user and sees. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Guys. Cool. See you in the next session. Yeah, but we'll build in the next session. What we'll do is we will actually build the data set. We'll build the example with the video that we downloaded for the data. See you tomorrow.